Hi everyone, Laura here. I have an uplifting but gentle stretch and strength program for you today. All you need is a chair, a weight, whether it's a heavy-ish dumbbell or even a milk jug or a laundry detergent bottle or container. So when you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position in your chair. Turn my music down just a little bit here. All right, to a comfortable seated position, roll those shoulders back and down, place your feet right underneath those knees, and we'll start with a seated warm-up. Rolling our shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Start with small circles and then gradually increase the range of motion. As we continue to warm up, let's reverse it. Roll forward. Keeping the arms nice and straight, making sure we're sitting close enough or far forward enough so that our arms can hang freely down. Keeping the rest of the body nice and still, just rotating those shoulders. Now from here, shrug up and down. Up and down. Go ahead and add some breath work. So inhale, raise the shoulders up. Exhale, down. Should feel good. Do a couple more. Up and down. Let's do one more. Let's start to increase our range of motion just a little bit by sweeping the arms up, fingertips up towards the sky, and then gently floating them down. Remembering to sit up nice and tall. Feet are hip width apart, knees are apart, up and down. Up and sweep and float down. Let's do a few more. Up and down. Two more. And one more. Now from here, lower the arms halfway, roll your shoulders back and down. We're going to cross one arm over the other and open. Close and open. Keep it smooth, keep it fluid. Give me a little squeeze between those shoulder blades in the back. A little bit of an expansion throughout the chest. Open and close. Keep it one continuous movement, keeping the chin slightly tucked to lengthen the back of the neck. Keeping the feet flat on the floor, arches strong, toes pointed forward. Okay, from here just kind of float the arms down towards your sides. We'll add some breath work to this next one. We're just going to sweep our right arm up and over. Nice side bend and exhale. Switch sides. Up and over. And back to center. We'll do a few more. Big breath in. Making sure we stay on our side. Exhale. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, float down. One more on each side. Inhale, reach up and over. Fingertips on a diagonal. Soft elbows. Exhale down. And one more. And down. Okay, from here, gently place your hands on your thighs. Let's inhale, open up the chest. Tilt your pelvis forward and lift your tailbone. And exhale, lower the chest and lower the tailbone. Seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift the chest and tail. Exhale, lower the chest and tail. Inhale, lifting the chest and tail. And exhale, lowering the chest and tail. Draw the chin towards the chest. Let's do two more. See if we can make it just a little bit bigger. And one more. And exhale. And come back to a nice tall seated position. And let's go ahead and lift our right knee up towards our chest and just gently circle. We can use our hands to kind of help us, but originate the movement from the hip socket. We'll do a few each direction, so start one way. Nice and easy, opening up the hips. Continuing to sit up nice and tall, opposite foot is flat on the floor, and let's switch sides, switch directions. And one more. And we'll switch sides. Go ahead and lift the left knee up, circle that hip around. We want to make sure, again, that we're originating the movement from the hip as opposed to just the ankle or the lower leg. So, drawing nice, easy hip circles. You can gradually make these a little bit bigger as we warm up. Keeping the upper body nice and relaxed. And let's reverse it. Few times in the opposite direction. About two more. And one more from here. Opening up the hips just a little bit more by stepping out to the side, and you may need to scooch a little more forward in your chair if you've kind of migrated backwards. We want to have enough room for a good range of motion on this. So we're gonna maintain a 90-degree bend throughout the hip, and we're gonna just step out to the side and step it back in. You want to make sure the ankle stays directly beneath the knee. So we're gently strengthening the upper outer hip and thigh while we're stretching the upper inner thigh. Open and close. So today we'll go through each move roughly 30 seconds or so. Sometimes we'll count reps, sometimes we'll go by time. Both will get us to where we want to be. Sometimes I like to mix up going by time and reps just to lend a little bit more variety to the workout. Out and in. One more on each side. And then from here, you'll just give me some seated calf raises, so those hands will go back to the tops of those thighs. If they're not already, we're just gonna lift the heels and lower. You know what? Let's do some heel toe rockers. So lift the heels and then lift the toes. Just warming up the ankles. We will be doing quite a bit of standing work for our hips and thighs that requires a little bit of balance. So we want to make sure those ankles are warmed up to sustain that. Lift and lower. Let's do 3 and 2 and last one. We'll finish out with just a few sun breaths. So those arms are going to come down towards our sides again. Big breath in, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, fingertips up towards the sky. If you're okay with it, you can gaze upward. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, sweeping up. And exhale, lower. Let's do 2 more super good ones. Float the arms up, fingertips up towards the sky. And lower. 1 more. Big breath in. Heart is lifted. Exhale and lower. From here, you should be a little warmer by now. We're going to transition to standing. So we will do our sit to stand. If you have a chair with armrests, feel free to use them, but I'd like you to try to do these without arms. And those hands can be placed back on the thighs or you can extend the arms out in front for balance, or you can cross your fingertips at your shoulders, whichever you prefer. So we'll go for roughly 30 seconds and we'll just stop on our last repetition at the top. So ready? Let's go. Standing up and sitting down. Up and down. So we want to shift our weight forward, pressing our heels into the floor, maintaining a nice flat back, keeping our chest lifted and our head right over our shoulders. Standing up and down. Let's go for 5 more. Here's 4. And you can use your arms to help you if you like. How about 2 more? And last one. Pause at the top. Go ahead and catch your breath. That may have raised your heart rate up a little bit. We're going to come to the side of our chair. So come to the right side of your chair. Hold on for balance. And place your weight in your left foot. Really root that big toe into the floor. We're going to start with some hip flexion. So we're going to work our quadriceps and our hip flexors. So we're just going to lift our right knee up towards our chest and then set it back down. We want to avoid leaning in towards the chair. Okay, so up and lift, back down. Up and lift, back down. Powerful muscles here in the front of the thigh are indirectly responsible for picking our feet up throughout the gait cycle. So they're super important in order to prevent falls. Sometimes when we shuffle our feet, we have a tendency to kind of trip and fall, and that's not good. All right, adding on, we're going to take this to a door kicker. So we're going to bring the knee up. We're going to extend through the lower leg, bring the knee back in towards the chest, and lower it down. Okay, so it's up, kick, in, and down. Now, if this is way too challenging, you may do these moves seated. Okay? Your choice. Otherwise, up, kick it out, in and down, up, out, in and down. Let's do 4 more. Up, out, in and down. Hi, Linus. That's my doggy. Let's do 2 more. Up, kick, in and down. Last one. In and down. Now give me an easy march just to recover from that. Ooh. All right, moving on. Placing our weight back in our left foot, holding onto the chair for balance. I really want you to kind of focus on the actual strengthening component of the movement rather than worrying so much about balance. So we're going to hold on to the chair. Lift your right foot up off of the floor. Keep the knee soft. Flex that foot, and we're going to take that leg out to the side and down. Up and lift. Back down. Up. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Avoid leaning towards the chair and avoid applying a ton of weight in that chair. You want to stay nice and light. We're going to be here for a little while longer. Let's go for 8 and 7. Lift. 6. Think about extending through the side of the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold that last one. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once again, an easy march just to recover from that. Woo. Okay, from here, same leg. So once again, the weight goes back into the left foot. Bring your knee up towards your chest. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Bend that leg so that you form that the lower leg is parallel with the floor. Okay, so our knees are together to start. And we're gonna lift out to the side and lower. So standing by your hydrants, up and squeeze, we're always pausing slightly at the top of the movement for that peak contraction. We're gonna go for 10 more. And you'll feel a lot of time under tension in that standing leg, because that one leg's working too. Lift and lower. 6, open it up. 5, 4, make sure you're breathing. Here's 2 more, and guess what? We've got those bonus pulses at the top. So stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it relax. Easy march. Woo. All right. The good news is we are done with this other leg, this first leg. The bad news is we've got this whole series of movements to do on the other side. So when you're ready, kind of scooch over to the other side of your chair. It's the left leg's turn. So placing our weight in our right foot, go ahead, lift your left heel, bring the knee up towards the chest, and lower. Up and lift, back and down. So we want to see if we can lift that knee up higher than waist level while still maintaining our nice tall spine. All right, let's do 2 more. And we're going to add that lower leg extension to the movement. Okay, so here we go. So up, kick, in and down. Lift, kick, in and down. Really feeling a nice strong contraction in that quadricep while also feeling a dynamic stretch in the hamstring. These are opposing muscle groups. One strengthens while the other stretches. Up, out. Oh, keep going. We did a bunch of these on the first side, so we've got to make it even. Let's do 8 more. Up, out, in and down. Oh, that time under tension. If you need to shake it out, go ahead. And then come back to it when you can. Goes without saying, take rest breaks, take water breaks as needed. 4. Ow, why does it feel like there's more on this side? 3. It's always harder on the second side. 2. And 1 more good one. I know this one was a little rough this side. All right, march it out. Easy march to recover. All right, ready for those side leg lifts? Let's set it up. Weight back in the right foot, lifting the left foot off the floor, making sure the knee and the hip, everything faces forward. Give that foot a little bit of a flex. Send it straight out to the side and down. Keeping the knees soft. And again, we want to make sure that knee and the hip points forward. Avoid doing this action, okay? Up and down. Let's go for 6 more. Up and down. 5. So we're going a little slower than the beat of the music in the interest of form and safety. All right, let's stay at the top one. Pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, let's march it out. Muscles in the side of the hip are so important for overall stability. Okay. All right, when you're ready, the weight goes back in the right foot. Bend the left knee. Knees are together at the bottom, 90 degrees from the hip to the ankle. Let's take it out to the side and down. So open. This is a fabulous hip mobilizer. It's really important to have strong but mobile hips. Tight hips can lead to back pain, so if you have back pain, your hips may be the culprit. I have no idea what number we're on here, so let's go for 7 and 6 And stand tall. 5, 4, 3. Here's 2. And last one, we're going to hold this one here. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, let it relax. All right, we are going back to the first side. So come again to the right side of your chair. And we're going to do some modified reverse lunges. Let me step back here so you can see my feet, hopefully in the video. We're going to step back with the right leg. We're going to drop the knee down. We're going to come up and then step in. So this one, if you like, you can let go of that chair. Stepping back, dropping the knee down, coming up and in. So taking that knee down towards the floor, the legs form 90 degrees at the bottom of the movement. Stepping back, dropping it down, coming up and in. Let's do 5. Feet should be about hip width apart. And really press those big toes down. Back heel stays lifted though. Now give me one more. Only we're gonna stay right here, and just take the knee down. Ready? Here we go. Down and up. Let's go for 6 more. Really feeling it. Want to let go, you can give me some nice athletic arms. Right in the gluteal fold of that front leg. Let's go for 2 more. Woo! And 1. All right, step it in. Easy march to recover. All right, next move is either a side step or a side lunge, your choice. So your side step, you can just give me a nice big step out to the side, or if you like, you can make it a little bit bigger and have that knee bend some, shifting your weight over the hip, or you can make it into a full side lunge, your choice, okay? We're gonna go for 8 right here. Push off. Make sure the foot, the knee, and the hip, everything faces forward. We're pushing our hips back, keeping our chest lifted. Let's go for 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. Nice job. From here, step out wide again. This time, turn the toes and the knees out slightly. Give me a nice big inhale. You can hold onto the chair to start. Exhale and lower. Nice steep sumo squat. If you want, you can turn this into a little bit more of a yoga move and sweep the arms up. And exhale, sweep down. Inhale. And exhale, so glutes and inner thighs. Once again, a strengthener, but also a fabulous hip opener and stretch as well. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 more. Keeping the arches strong, keeping the knees tracking over the second toes, keeping the pelvis neutral. It's neither arched nor tucked under. All right, from here, heel toe those feet together. We're gonna do, you guessed it, all of these moves on the other side. So when you're ready, coming to the other side of the left side of your chair. Okay, modified reverse lunges. So this is the one, and actually, you know what? I am gonna face this way so you can see my profile, how I look at the bottom of the movement. So we step back, we drop the knee down, we come up, and then step in. So this extra step, rather than just going straight down and back, or out and back, it kind of helps our overall stability, okay? So let's go. Stepping back, dropping it down, coming up And if you like, go ahead and let go of that chair, or maybe minimal contact, whatever works for you, whatever works for your balance. Let's go for 4 more. Back, drop it down, coming up and in, really rooting that big toe, the right foot into the floor. Keeping the back heel lifted. We've got 1 more. And I'd like you to stay here, and we're just gonna take it straight down. Knee towards the floor. You can always shorten your stride a little bit, make the movement also a little more shallow if this is bothering your knee. Okay, ready? Here we go. Down and up. So like this, squeeze that butt cheek, but again, avoiding this tucking under action that a lot of us seem to have a tendency to do. So the pelvis stays neutral, the low back stays with its natural curve. Let's go for about 4 more. Down and up. 3 and up. 2 and up. Give me 1 more good one. And up. Let's shake it out. Oh my goodness. Lots of time under tension. I'm going to swivel back to the front. Okay, time for side steps or side lunges, your choice. Again, side steps may be a better option if you have issues with your knees. Otherwise, bend that knee a little bit more. Just making sure though, as you lunge, the hip, the chest, and the shoulders follow as one movement. Okay, good. Let's go for 5 and push off. So pushing off the lateral arch of the foot. 3, pushing off. 2, pushing off. And last one. All right, from here, we'll do another set. Sumo squats, holding onto the chair, or we can make this into sunflowers from yoga. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, lower. Let's do 5 more, nice and easy. Remember, take a break when you need to. More. And 1 more. All right, heel toe those feet in to hip width apart. We are done with our lower body work. We're going to transition to upper body work. So now is a good time to grab yourself a drink of water, maybe walk all that off a little bit. So even though we didn't use any weight, sure felt that in the lower half. Okay, all right, so all you need now is access to a wall, and I'm gonna come, my house isn't configured exactly how I'd like it, so I'm gonna move you over here so you can see me with my wall push-ups. Okay, so place your hands shoulder width apart, fingertips point straight up towards the ceiling, and stand back about 2 feet or so away from the wall. If this is too challenging, you can always adjust and lock it in a little bit closer. But for more of a challenge, step back a little farther, and we're gonna bend our elbows, leading with the chest, and taking your forehead towards the wall and push back. Okay, so down and up. Let's go for 10 from here. 10 and push. 9 and push. 8, press it back. 7, tucking the chin slightly, pulling the belly in. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and give me 1 more break here. All right, from here, I'm going to come back around this way. We're going to do some wall slides. And I kind of have the staircase in my way a little bit, but you want to stand. I'm going to make the best of this. You're going to stand so that your feet are about 6 inches away from the wall. Your head, your shoulders, and your sacrum are touching the wall. We're going to take our arms up to 90 degrees and we're going to reach up and down. So ideally, you have a nice expansive wall and enough room to do this. I don't feel like finding another spot, so I'm just going to stay right here. So reaching up and down. So this is a great shoulder mobilizer. If this is just too much, make the movement much smaller and work up to larger movements as you become more flexible. Don't strain, don't push. So raising up and down again. The shoulders, the sacrum, the head is against the wall. Let's go for 3 more. Up and down. Here's 2. And give me 1 more. And down. All right, from here, you need your weight or your milk jug or your laundry detergent. Let me get you facing this way again. All right. Okay, so I'm going to place my laundry detergent container, my laundry detergent jug in my right hand. My right leg is stepped back, okay? So in a slight forward lean, with a nice flat back, we're going to roll that right shoulder back and down, and we're going to row up and down. Up and squeeze, back down. So arm stays close to the body. Drive the elbows straight behind. Up and down. We're only doing 1 set per side, so we're going to stay here for a little while longer. Let's go for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, open up the chest, 4, 3, here's 2, and 1 more. Now from here, step the feet together. Before we go to the other side, I would like to give you the opportunity to just kind of release that low back. So we're going to do some side bends to the right. So the arms are going to stay straight. And you're going to let the weight of that laundry detergent or your milk jug or your dumbbell kind of pull you down to the side. Let's go for 6 and 5, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. 4, 3, and the arches of our feet strong. 2 and 1. All right, take that weight to the other side. So it's the left arm's turn, left arm, left leg. Slight forward lean, roll that shoulder back and down to set the scapula. And let's go. Up and down. Good. Keep breathing. Give me 10 more. We did about 20 on the first side, so we got to even it up. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, from here you can set that weight down, and I want to do another set of wall push-ups. Push-ups are awesome. You can always start like we are today, doing them against a wall, and then as you get stronger, you can place your hands like maybe on a kitchen counter, and then maybe on a coffee table, and then maybe on the floor, ultimately. So you've got a lot of options. The higher the incline, the easier the push-ups are. Okay, so let's go back to those push-ups. I think you can see from here. All right, you get the idea. Fingertips point straight up towards the ceiling. Those hands are directly in front of the shoulders, pulling our belly in, engaging those quadriceps too, and let's go down and up. Making sure the hands stay in contact with the wall the entire time. There's a tendency to kind of do this action. Don't do that. It's cheating. Down and up. Let's go for 10 more. Remember, if this is too easy, send those feet back a little farther. And 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let it relax. I'm gonna come back to you. We've got one more move for our lower body. We're going to do triceps dips. If it's too much stress on the shoulders or your shoulders or your wrists, I'd like you simply to kind of scoot your tush either just a little bit or maybe all the way off of that chair and just hold it here. That will be enough. Just keep those elbows nice and soft. Otherwise, if you're okay with this and you can do a dip, we're just going to bend the elbows, lowering the hips down towards the floor and coming up. We want to make sure we stay lifted throughout the chest and shoulders, okay? Keeping the head back over the shoulders. Ready? Let's go. Down and up. Now we want to avoid, as we're working here, we want to avoid bridging up because that's cheating. So our knees are bent here, so we want to make sure our hips stay lower than the knees, okay? And again, if this is just too much, you can also make these a little shallower. Let's go for 8, and come on, 7. Make sure those elbows point straight back. 5, and 4. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, stay strong. 1 more and have a seat. Whew. Pause here for a moment. Catch your breath. We're going to finish out with just a few moves for our core in a seated position and then some stretches. So, once again, back to our comfortable seated position. Towards the edge of the chair, or to go a little easier, you're going to scooch back a little bit further, okay? So crossed arm sit-ups, take your fingertips to the opposite shoulders, roll those shoulders back, and we're going to lean back to right about here until those feet feel like they want to pop up off the floor, and then come up and then slightly forward, but keep that back nice and long. So let's take it back. We're going to go for about 30 seconds. And come forward. And come forward. And again, if this is too much, if your lower back's not agreeing with this, then simply scooch back a little further and then make your range of motion much smaller, okay? Otherwise, stay with it. We've got another 15 seconds, pulling the belly in, staying lifted throughout the spine. Exhaling, taking it back. Inhale, coming forward. Let's do 3 more. Again, keep those feet down. And inhale. Exhale, here's 2. And inhale, give me 1 more. Now from here, we're gonna hold it here. Okay, we're going to extend our arms, roll our shoulders back and down, reach the fingertips forward. We're going to do alternating lifts. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but we're going to lift up and down. It's not super, super high. We're just lifting the foot a few inches up off of the floor so that we can really engage those lower abdominal muscles. Again, stay lifted, no rounding. You want to stay upright. And again, we're going to go for 30 seconds. Up and lift, back down. Up and lift, back down. Making sure the knee and the toes point straight up towards the ceiling. Staying calm, breathing smoothly, breathing fluidly, up and down, lift and lower. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2. Now give me one more. Now from here you can come up a little bit more or stay right where you were. Bring those fists underneath your chin and we're gonna do some Russian twists. So side to side, just for 15 seconds here. Okay, nice and easy, really, really controlled. Oh my goodness, getting some rotation in that thoracic spine, those obliques, those intercostals. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Oh my goodness, let's come back up to a seated tall position. So we did a lot of what we call spinal flexion with that, which is any kind of crunch, any kind of sit-up. Of course, we had some rotation when we added those Russian twists in. I want to counter all that with a little bit of spinal extension. So I'm going to turn this way so that you can see me. Wonderful stretch and strengthener for that low back. We're going to take our hands to our hips for these today. We're going to sit up nice and tall and a big breath in, and then we're going to exhale with a very flat back. We're going to hinge forward, reaching the tailbone behind us and aiming the belly down towards our thighs. Let's inhale, come back up. And exhale, hinging forward. Again, if you have low back issues, tread lightly with this one. Don't take it down quite so far. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go for 3 more. Inhale, rise up. If you like, you can take those arms overhead. Longer levers make pretty much every exercise a little bit more challenging. So you choose. Hands at the hips or overhead, or any other arm position that works for you. One more. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hinge forward, aiming the belly towards the thighs and the tailbone behind. Let's inhale, come up. Your arms are extended. Exhale, slowly float them down towards your sides. Everyone, pause here for a moment. Catch your breath. Grab yourself a drink of water. We're going to finish off with some gentle stretches. So I'm going to turn back to face you. Just some traditional stretches sitting in our chair. So when you're ready, take your right ankle over your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with the hips, okay? Let's hinge forward. We'll flip first. Give me a nice deep breath. And then exhale and hinge forward. Just releasing that hip. Stay here. Another nice deep breath. Exhale, take it down just a teeny tiny bit farther. Just keep that low back lengthened, keep the chest up. All right, from here, let's go ahead and uncross. We're going to extend that same leg, the right leg straight forward. Big breath in, exhale, and we're going to hinge forward, supporting ourselves on that left thigh. Now for a deeper stretch, and this makes a big difference, you can extend those arms forward, reach the fingertips forward. Making sure, though, that the knee and the toes point straight up towards the ceiling and that back stays flat. Big breath in, exhale, and stay. We'll take it a little bit lower. All right, from here, we're going to step that extended leg out to the side. And you may need to readjust your position for the best range of motion here. So right leg is extended out at a diagonal. The left arm is going to sweep up and over, and we're going to enjoy a nice stretch in the right side of the low back and the waist. Now from here, take the left arm straight up towards the ceiling, bring the right leg back to meet the left, and then on an inhale, and then an exhale, we're going to take that left hand to the outside of the right knee and the right hand to the base of the chair. Gently look over that back shoulder. Make sure they stay nice and low. Think about lifting through the crown of the head. And come back to the center. We're going to do those same stretches on the other side. I'm going to move my laundry detergent out of my way. So, taking our left ankle over our right knee, sitting up nice and tall, big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Try to keep your left foot relaxed. There's a tendency to kind of point it or flex it. Just keep it nice and relaxed. Big breath in. And then exhale, see if you can go just a teeny tiny bit deeper. This stretch is worth spending a little more time on. It's that good for opening up tight hips. All right, from here, let's uncross. Extending that leg forward, big breath in. Exhale, supporting ourselves on the right thigh, or maybe taking the arms out long. Keep the neck neutral. You can see I was kind of hyperextending a little bit there, but I fixed it. Stay here, breathe into it. All right, bring it in. But step that left leg out to the side. Sweep the right arm up and over. From here, take the right arm up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Take the left leg in, big breath in. And then on your exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and the left hand to the seat of the chair, looking over that back shoulder. Heart stays lifted. Big breath in, exhale and stay. Another big breath in. And then on your exhale, come back to the center. Give those shoulders a nice big roll. That's going to do it for me this evening. Hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon. Stay safe and be well. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.